Hey guys, it's Tracy with VainSoftGames. Today we are in for a special treat. We are interviewing Angie. Hey Angie, how's it going?
Hello Tracy, hello VainSoftGames. Thank you very much for having me with you today. I was very excited to hear from you that you wanted an interview with me. I was so excited because it's been such a long time since the last time that we collaborated for the Lara Croft concept. Um, things in Greece are okay, I guess. We don't have many cases of coronavirus, fortunately. Although it's a bit strict, like we have to go out with masks and stuff. Protection is our priority right now. So I'm trying to stay at home as much as I can and also work on my assignments because I have a lot of assignments for my exams these days. But it's almost over, and I hope that in the summer I will start doing new projects, probably in the beginning of July, because right then I will have finished with my uni for this semester, and I will have more free time. I have been cosplaying for about 4 to 5 years. I started cosplaying. Actually, when I debuted my first cosplay, it was at 2015. That was the time that I finished high school, and I learned for the first time that conventions were going on in Greece. And that was when I made my first cosplay, which was classic Ari, and I went to a con for the first time. That was my first time. But I had cosplayed when I was in the first grade of high school, and I think that takes us back to 1212. Yeah, when I cosplayed for the first time Hatsune Miku, but that was a boat costume. It wasn't mine. Um, yeah, and I think I never did a shoot with it, but I felt so cool. Even though I didn't went to a convention dressed as Hatsune Miku, I liked. In Greece, we have a time period where it's like Halloween here. So I was dressing like Hatsune Miku then, and it was so cool. I really loved it. I'm for sure a cosplay model because I wear my own cosplays, except sometimes if my cosplays are a commission and goes to another person. But mostly when I make cosplays, I am the one who wears them. So that makes me both a crafter and a model as a cosplayer. Um, I like the sexy themes cosplay or the very badass or the cute. Okay, I love all kinds of cosplay. I love every kind of cosplay as long as I love the character though. For me, the most important thing is to love the design and love the character and also know how the character is, so I will be also in role. And I think my most successful characters are the ones that they match the personality with mine, that I match my personality with them, because I think that's when I don't need to pretend, I don't need to role play, because we are so much alike that I can be myself and it still looks good, it still looks believable, which is why I love cosplaying characters that are very cheerful and happy and talkative, because I'm also like that. Um, yeah. And I love crafting. Did I say that? It's a very nice hobby, and I really like the idea of being able to bring to life your favorite character, and not only yours, but also the favorite character of others as well. Um, like, imagine if you could get into an anime world or into a game world, and you could see your favorite characters in front of your eyes. Wouldn't that be awesome? Okay, so now imagine if you didn't need to do that. You didn't need magic secret portal to get into the anime world or the gaming world, and your characters could come to your own world. Now that would be more awesome. And that's why I love cosplay, because cosplayers are able to do that. They are able to bring to life their favorite and your favorite characters into our own world. And I think that's maybe what I find more fascinating about cosplay more than anything else. And every time that I get dressed for going to cons or making a photo shoot, and I see myself in the mirror and I see the character that I like, I'm always thrilled. Always. If I'm trying always to be on point with my cosplays, because I believe that accuracy is very important, so that you can persuade the other person that you are the character. You know the character, you have everything that the character has, you are on point, and it's the same thing as if you were going into the anime world, but this time the anime world came to you. My favorite cosplay. My favorite cosplay. I don't have a favorite cosplay because I have few favorite cosplays. Like 2B is one of my favorite. Barracuda, which is like female version of Iron Man, it's also one of my favorite. Who else? Also, I like my Ari costumes, although none of them is well made. I will have to fix my Ari costumes for the future photoshoots and cons. But I think that my 2B is the best Shun cosplay that I've made. Barracuda is also one of the best armor cosplays that I have done, although I didn't make it alone. I made it together with my friend Alex Bass, which is who is in a cosplay group, Cosplay Corp. You should check them out. And he was the one that initiated our collaboration. One day he sent a message to me saying that he was making a female version of Iron Man, and he needed a model to continue the costume and wear it, because he had only made the torso, and he needed a model in order to continue the crafting part, and he also needed the partner, and I said, I can help. And that's how our collaboration started. I am very glad that it worked out, because I was so amazed by Barracuda. It's one of my, I think it's my most successful cosplay until this day, and it was unbelievable. It was unbelievable because I also got to wear Barracuda in the perfect timing, because Alex had the opportunity to display all of his previously made Iron Man costumes to a Greek con, and that was also the con that I debuted Barracuda. So it was both my debut of Barracuda, and I had for background Mr. Stark's armor display for background. So it was dope, double dope. It was so amazing. Some people thought that all the background armors of Iron Man were photoshopped in the photos, but no, they weren't photoshopped. They were all there, and that only happened once, so I was very, very lucky to experience that. And take photos of my Barracuda with all of his armors for a background. It was such an honor, such an honor. What I love to be about to be also is that I love her character very much. I love the game very much. I made the dress a bunch of times. The top, it took me 3 times till I get to the point that I am satisfied, so I could continue with the rest of the costume. I also made 2 of her shorts, her pod, one dead robot. It was for a competition, so I wanted everything to be in the highest quality to look good. And I think that I made it. I think that might be is still one of my best cosplays so far. Also, Elementalist looks that I made for LEC, for League European Championship that happened last year, because the European Championship last year happened in Greece, the finals, and I was there as a guest, and I cosplayed the Dark Elementalist looks, which was very, very cool, although I had a hard time making the costume because at that time that I had to make it, I wasn't very good mentally because I had a very difficult summer. I was very stressed. I had some personal problems that I have to take care of. So it was a hard way to get there, but I made it in the end, and it looked very, very good. I didn't expect it to turn out so good, especially because I hurried a lot of parts, but it was so beautiful in the end. Definitely one of my best cosplays. Imagine if I wasn't so stressed, or if I wasn't, I don't know, so not mentally bad at that time. How looks could be like, I'm sure it would be a bit better, but I'm very satisfied even with the result that I got. Other cosplay that I think I've made really well and I like is not Barracuda, is Amara from Borderlands 3, which was a commission from CD Media, which is the company that collabs with 2K to bring Borderlands in Greece. And I made the cosplay of Amara for Gameathlon, a Greek con, which was a very, very nice cosplay. It was the first time that I made a huge gun, but as Dark Elementalist looks, also Amara had gave me a lot of troubles, because at that time that I had to make Amara, I was also having my uni exams, and I was very stressed. It caused me a lot of anxiety. I also had some personal issues that I had to take care of at that time. So it was very. It also, yeah, it was very hard for me to make it on point and on time, because I was also working on it alone. I thought that I would be able to find someone and work it together, but I couldn't find anyone, so all of the project got on my shoulders, and I did the best that I could within 3 weeks. I had 3 weeks to make the freaking costumes, and I made it. Yeah, I think these 4 are the best cosplays that I've made, but the 2 that I love more is Shinobu and Barracuda, because they were less painful and I was in a better mental state when I was making them. it's always important to take care of your mental health and take breaks, because if you overburn yourself, it will be very bad both for you and for the people that care for you. Like everyone that was seeing me in the events dressed as Lux and Amara, they were very worried about me because they could see the exhaustion and that I wasn't very good at the time. But I had to keep up. I was just, well, I will sleep and I will be better tomorrow. Yeah, so take care of yourselves, mates. If I could cosplay anywhere, I would love to go anywhere. I don't know, anywhere that there is a cosplay convention, I guess, or that there is a great scene that I could go and take photos of my cosplay. There are a lot of cons that I would like to attend. Like I would love to go to Comic Con, to Pixelmania, and there are a lot of countries that I would love to travel just to go there and take photos with the buildings or the some kind of nature scenery. I don't know. I would love to go to Japan, to America, to Italy, to Spain. I don't know, so many countries. I don't mind if there is a con going on when I will be there, or if it won't be any con there. I don't know. I would just love to travel anywhere. And if I'm able to cosplay and attend a con, then even better. For the first years that I was cosplaying, the first 2 or 3 years, I was going to every single con that there was going in Greece, and believe me, we have a lot of cons in Greece. They are small, most of them, but we also have big ones, and I was attending all of them. um, and it was a great experience to go in cosplay, meet new people, meet the same people as in previous cons. Even though I don't do that much anymore, because right now, after 4-5 years, I've seen every con more than 2 or 3 times. So I prefer sometimes just go as a visitor without a cosplay, because when I am in cosplay, I can't enjoy the con to the fullest, because I stop every few steps to take photos with the visitors, which I really truly love. But that also always helped me behind from exploring the con and seeing what kind of displays they have brought, what artists they are around. Most of my cons that from when I was cosplaying was like that, just me in a cosplaying taking photos in a particular area in the con. I wasn't going around the con until it was almost closed and half of the artists were gone. So I could change into my normal clothes and do a fast going around in the con and then leave. So nowadays, when I go to cons, I prefer to go as a visitor in plain clothes, and I can still find my friends and meet new people. But I guess less photos means more time. Yeah, and also it's more special when I cosplay, because that is mostly when I get invited by the conventions or to a booth, because I work a lot more now with companies to be on their booth, at their booth, when a convention is going on, or for a convention to invite me. It's more special than to wear a cosplay and wear a very fascinating cosplay. It makes it more of a special occasion, so I think it's a win-win. Cosplay to me, uh, that's very deep, I guess. For me, cosplay sure is a way of creativity and to escape my uh, stressful thoughts and problems and forget for a bit all of the things that I have in mind. But I think it's a lot more than that. One of the reasons that I love cosplay that much is because through cosplay I have met a lot of great people that I still have in my life, and cosplay has changed me very much. When I started cosplay, I was a very shy girl with very little confidence. I was feeling, I don't know, I was feeling weak, shy, not good about myself. Um, all, and cosplay made me more of an extrovert. It made me talk more, be more confident. Uh, I don't know, just cosplay is amazing. I think that the only way to understand me is if you cosplay for yourself and see what magic cosplay can do to you. It will change you and your experience of cons, and you will get to meet many amazing people. And I'm more glad that I not only I meet amazing people, but also I can help people to get more talkative. Like at some cons, there are people that they are shy to come and talk to me, and whenever I see that kind of scene, I just remember myself when I started cosplaying, and I was just in some corner in a convention, staring at the cosplayers that I was admiring or at someone wearing a great cosplay, and I was so shy of going near them and ask them for a photo or of their name or how they are on social media or whatever. I was really shy, and there was once an event that I knew one of my favorite cosplayers were going there, and I wanted to see her because she would cosplay Ari, and I went to the event and I was really embarrassed to enter the net station. Here in Greece we have stores, I guess, that you can rent a PC and get to play games. They're called internet stations, internet cafe, net stations here in Greece. And they often do some kind of small events, and they invite cosplayers. And I went there. I knew that the cosplayer I admired was in there, and I didn't got in. I was like, I came here. Oh, the cosplayer is inside, but I can't get inside. I'm too embarrassed. And I left because I was that kind of person back then. But now, of course, I would just barge in, and I was like, "Where is he?" Yeah, that it's a hell of experience. So now that I'm stronger and I'm less shy, I try to help whenever I see people as shy as me back then, and I initiate a conversation first. I go to them. I don't wait for them to come to me and ask for a photo. I go to them. I'm like, "Hi, have you seen the con? Do you have fun? Do you know what character I'm cosplaying?" And I just try to break the ice, and a lot of people are being thankful for that, because I broke the ice for them, and then they had the confidence to go and talk to other cosplayers as well, and meet and get to make friends. And I think that that's why cosplay is not only a hobby, it's a lot more, a lot more. I can't describe it. You just have to cosplay yourself and and say the magic of the cosplay, because it's really a great hobby, a great thing to do. Just try it. You're not gonna regret it. Do something simple for a beginning. You don't need to be in full armor, extra amazing cosplayer to get your eyes on you, get the eyes on you. You just need to have fun and love the character that you're cosplaying. If you're loving the character that you're cosplaying and you're cosplaying a character that is well known to you, then the fans of the character will come to you for the photos, and they will be super amazed with you picking that character, cosplaying that character, and you will be able to talk with them about it and how amazing they are, and you will see that you have a lot of in common, although you didn't know each other before that. It's so great, so great. Have you, Tracy, ever tried to cosplay? Have you gone to a con in a cosplay, or have you tried to just cosplay and take some selfies? That's also very nice. I'm curious.
I have done cosplay, some with VainSoftGames. I have yet to go to con in cosplay. However, most of the costumes I've worn in general were for live theater performances.
I think that my dream cosplay is still to make to remake Pira's costume from RWBY. I love really much this character because he is inspired by Greek warriors, and also her character matches really good with my personality, which is also why I love her. And she's just an amazing character. Just watch RWBY, and if Pira isn't your waifu, I'm sorry. You're doing something wrong. Watch it again. Yeah, I think that she's one of my dream cosplays to remake her, because the first time that I made her costume, the materials weren't that great and it got ruined very fast. I also didn't know how to store it so it wouldn't get damaged. It was my first armor cosplay that I made. And although it wasn't a full armor cosplay, I didn't knew about a lot of parts, how to make them, how to store them, what materials to use for them. So I just used cheap materials to make them, and they were very squeezy, I guess. They got damaged very fast. After I was back from the con, they already had a lot of damages, and the costume isn't wearable anymore. I wore it, I think, only two times, and after that I didn't wear it again because it was already so much damaged that it wasn't worth it. So I said to myself, one time I will make it once again. Yeah, and also I want to make Toka from the anime Date Alive, but I want to cosplay her version from the movie, because her final ultimate super extra awesome version, it's, I think, one of the most beautiful designs that I have seen, and I love her personality, how cheerful she is and how flirty she is. She's a waifu. she's definitely a waifu. And I also would love to cosplay more Ari cosplays because I love the story of the nine-tailed fox mythology. Don't know how to say it, and I'm also a huge fan of Korea and the Korean culture and the nine-tailed foxes. I think it's in their culture, so plus 1 point. Or actually plus 30 points to Ari just for that. But that's not why I love Ari. I just love her story, her design, her attitude. Although in her Star Guardian skin, she's kinda mean. You wouldn't expect that. Like, she's more kind and friendly in her other skins, but her Star Guardian skin that has quotes that are unique and different that her baselines, they are mean. When I was watching the video with her new lines for the Star Guardian skin, I was like, Ari wouldn't say that. Ari isn't that savage, is she? I don't know. But yeah, I just love the design and the story of Ari. I love more to do photoshoots at specific locations, although that cons are very good to take photos because it's great because you are at a con, you are with friends, so probably you can take photos with your friends. You can find some nice spots in the con, and you are already dressed for the con, so taking photos at that time, it's the best thing that you can do it, and it's also what every cosplayer is doing. I think that it's better taking photos at a specific location that match your character, match the scene of the anime or the game. It looks so much better. The aesthetic is a lot better. So yeah, I am supporting the specific location option. Like, imagine that I have taken photos with A2, my A2 cosplay from Nier Automata, both at cons and to a location that it was an abandoned building. And if you see the difference between the con photos and the abandoned building photos, they are not alike. They have so many differences. Like, it's the lighting different because you have natural light. You have all the great background which match the game. Yeah, you also can improvise a lot more with your poses, like on the spot. If you find something there, if you find a stair, if you find a nice spot in the location, you can improvise right there and do stuff. And I think that's more cool. My funniest cosplay story? I don't know. I'm not sure what my funniest cosplay story is. I don't know. I love. I have a lot of cosplay moments that I love, but funniest? No idea. um, well, that requires some thinking. Funniest moment. I'm trying to think. Well, it's always funny when someone comes to me and they're like, "Oh, you're dressed this character. I love this character," and I'm like, "No, I'm not this character. I am the other from another game, anime, or whatever." And they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry." It's always funny when this happens. But the moments that I really love when I cosplay is when people uh, get excited with the cosplay that I made, even if they don't know me, just because I am the character and they call me by the character's name. I think that's one of the most amazing things that have happened to me. The funniest moment, the funniest moment. I really don't know. I can't recall. I have a lot of fun moments, but I don't think that I have any moment that was the no top pick. I still have to reach that point. I have to pick my funniest moment. Come on, guys. I'm sure that one of the next cons, it will be my special funniest one. To pick them all. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the time won't come very late, but it won't also be very soon because coronavirus has cancelled all of the cons right now. I think that I am a perfectionist, but sometimes I don't mind to not be 100% accurate, because that way you can improvise a bit on the costume, or you can even add more details than the costume has. And I did that for Dark Elementalist looks, because Dark Elementalist looks doesn't have a splash art like the Light Elementalist, so it was hard to guess what kind of details she would have if she had the splash art, because the 3D models are always more plain. But you know, that also gave me the freedom of improvising a bit, and yeah, I used the fabrics that I liked. I didn't give that much. I didn't want to focus that much on be 100% accurate. I just wanted to make the cosplay look as uh, beautiful as, I don't know, I could make it. I wanted to look the most beautiful. It wanted to be great. I wanted it to be sparkly, although I didn't add any glitter or sparkles like I wanted, but I just wanted to be very, very beautiful. I want to be gorgeous. I want it to look OP, cute, yeah, and at the same time to be accurate with both the 3D model, but also look like I have more stuff than the 3D model has. And I think that I pretty much accomplished it. I am very happy with the result, and I think that my skills have also improved from the previous costumes that I've made. The Dark Elementalist is the last one that I made, which was in December. No, it was in September. And I could see how much I have improved from the first cosplay that I made, from cosplays that I made at the beginning of the year. It's been such a huge journey for my crafting skills. So never give up, you will make it there. And don't be so stressed about accuracy. Sometimes you don't need to be so much accurate as you think it's the best. Sometimes it's best to think about adding more details in a costume to make it look more interesting and more well worked. The character that I've worn the most, of course, it's classic Ari, because the first year that I was cosplaying, in every con that I was going, and I'm pretty sure that's about 10 cons or more back then, I think it was about 10 or 12 cons, I wore straight to all of them my classic Ari costume. For about a year, I didn't made a new cosplay, and it was after I wore it too much that I said, okay, now let's wear no, let's make something new. And about that time, I also decided that I wanted cosplay to be something more than a hobby. I wanted to make it more like a part-time job. So I tried to be more serious about it, and here we are. I have made a lot of costumes until now. It's been so much time, so much costumes. It's an amazing experience. Yeah, but my classic Ari costume, the first one, was the one that I wore the most. Definitely. Without question. The favorite prop that I've made, it's the gun of Amara from Borderlands 3, because it's huge. It was the first prop that I made in this kind of scale. I hadn't made a gun this big before. The only gun pistol that I had made, it was Officer Diva's gun, which was like really small. It was about this size, but Amara's, it was in a much higher level of difficulty, and I had only 6 days to make it until the con. And with a lot of improvisation, because I hadn't made before such a huge gun, and I also hadn't have the time to watch tutorials. With just the knowledge that I had from making, other props, smaller ones and simpler ones, I I was able to make it, and I made it on time. I didn't sleep the night before the con because I had to paint the wall prop, but it looked great, just great. It turned out so pretty. I think it's the best prop that I have made so far, and my favorite one. I think that in order to be a pro cosplayer, firstly you need a good quality in cosplay. You need good quality in both your costumes and your photos, and also to make it like you're professional, or at least make some money out of it. Because if you do it just for a hobby, then I don't think that you have to go that far as to be 100% accurate, have 100% high quality photos. When you do cosplay as a hobby, you don't have such worries. You have more freedom to just upload anything you want, take selfies, not be accurate, and stuff. When you are a pro cosplayer, you have to always give out great results, because if your quality drops, then that will do some damage to the reputation, I guess. But when you are a pro cosplayer, that also means that you are at a point that you can differentiate the the low quality from the medium quality and from the high quality, so you will always go for the high quality. And I think that once you go high quality, you won't go back. And that's also goes for me. I try every cosplay that I make to be just a step higher than the last one. Although at some times I do some more simple and plain cosplays, just so I will have a break from the big projects, but it's just a small break. Everyone needs a break from time to time, but the big projects have to be on point. Everything is about the big projects. If the big project is well made and accurate and the photos are on point, I think that everyone will respect that. The more simple cosplays, well, it's more easy for anyone to make something simple and take good photos, so it's not so rare to see. So I will give my bets on the big projects and high quality. I think that a pro cosplayer is they will have big projects in the highest possible quality and in the highest possible photo photo shooting. Yeah, you need both a great costume and a photo shoot, and I guess boom. I mean, if you have the skills and you also have the great content, then why are you not a great cosplayer? To reach the point that your projects are this high or higher or just a bit lower, that means that you have put in effort, money, materials. So you are almost there. Even if you're not a pro, you are on the way to become a pro if you continue. And that's my theory, I guess. When I'm not at a con and I am with friends outside, or when I meet new people that they don't know me for my cosplay, I don't want to refer to my cosplay as a hobby, except if they ask, because I don't want to seem like someone who flexes that I am a cosplayer, I am a model, or I have followers, or whatever. And it's also sometimes difficult to explain what cosplay is and what cosplay means to me, because some people just still don't get why someone would cosplay. A lot of people are disapproving cosplay at Greece still. So I prefer to play it safe and not refer it after the first greeting, because it's also weird sometimes. We cosplayers are weirdos. Some of us are huge weirdos. Some of us less. So I don't want to have a person that meets me for the first time think, oh, she's a weirdo. She's dressing and role-playing on cons. What kind of person she is? Well, before that, I get them to meet me better and say like, she's an awesome person, so kind, so cute. And after they know me better as a cheerful personality, great person, and blah blah blah, then I'm like, oh, and I also cosplay, and I'm weird. And then there is no way back. They have already made an impression for me that can't be ruined from the fact that my hobby is what it is. Well, I have still in work the KDA Evelyn cosplay. I also want to make KDA Akali and KDA Kaisa, to make all 4 KDAs and try to shoot their choreography and make a video with them. I'm really excited about this project, but it's paused for a long time. I hope that I will try to at least finish with Evelyn's cosplay by the end of this month or the next one. Akali, I don't think that she will be so difficult, but I want to record the progress of her cosplay to show that it isn't difficult to make a costume, especially of KDAs, because KDAs have very simple designs. And I also think that it will be very interesting, although it's an old project because KDA came out 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, it was 2 years ago. Um, and pretty much almost all cosplayers have cosplayed once a KDA. But I think it's still a very nice concept. Riot really outdid itself at that time. I would advise the new cosplayers to encourage the people that seeing them to get photos with them. Also, don't be shy, talk with people, and also think that when you are in a costume, uh, it's not you, but it's also you. That helps a lot of people gain confidence through cosplay because, for a short time, they are not them, but they are also them, and that boosts your confidence because you see someone else in the mirror, someone with a different hair color, someone with pretty makeup, someone with great clothes. Um, you should try it. It's a very unique experience that you won't get to see how it is. And we also have the cons where you know that this is the right place and the right time to cosplay. You don't need it to do it and go outside and have um, people looking at you like you're a freak or a weirdo. You can do it at a con where everyone, or at least most of the people, will know what you're dressed, and they will admire you for that. And I think that's very, very nice about the cons. Sorry. Um, yeah. So don't be shy to put on the costume. You get the costume, you try to make it, put it on, go to a con and just have fun, be yourself, and don't worry about anything. Cosplay will do the magic, and all of the people that will come for photos will make you feel more comfortable around everyone and everything. So don't worry, just do it. That's that's my advice, I guess. Just do it. My favorite game? I don't know. I don't have a favorite game because I haven't played a lot of games due to that. Until last year, I didn't have a good enough PC to play, the newest games. So I haven't played many, but I love Life is Strange. Um, I love Nier Automata. Although I haven't played it myself, I have seen many, many gameplays on YouTube. I know all the endings, and I have seen two of my friends playing. So even though I haven't played it, I pretty much feel like I have played it myself. Um, what else? I want to try Witcher because I saw the Netflix series and it's really dope. And I have heard a lot of stuff about the games and how awesome they are, so I for sure will try them. Mm, Other than that, well, I don't know. I'm playing a lot of League of Legends, which I also love because I get to play with my friends, and I think that's also very important. Well, games are to have fun, and by playing with friends, I have a lot of fun. So that's one of the reasons that I love League. I don't always aim for the win. I aim for having fun. I'm looking forward to Cyberpunk. because it looks very cool. And also about the Cyberpunk project, the company has also hired cosplayers to, cosplay characters from the game and shoot a mini trailer teaser about the game. So it looks very dope. And I, I really want to play it, and uh, I can't remember. I'm trying to remember the line that someone says to Keanu Reeves at the convention, because Keanu Reeves will also be in Cyberpunk, so everyone has to play Cyberpunk, even if it's a good game or not, or because it's Keanu Reeves. But I will play it either way, because I also want to support the company and support the game, because it has supported cosplayers, and I don't know if it's the first time that a company does something like that, like hire cosplayers and shoot mini trailer or teaser of the game. But I find it very supportive of them, and if the companies support cosplayers, I think that cosplayers also should, in some kind, give them back. And also, it looks a very nice game. So, Cyberpunk it is. What I like most in the game are the characters and their character development, maybe, and the story. I think these two are the most important, because the graphics, well, they also can play a huge role, but it's not the graphics that will keep you um, playing the game. I think it will be the characters, how much you love the characters and you want to see them in the story, and how good the story will be, even though maybe you don't. The characters don't match your liking so much. Like, for example, if we think about Undertale and what a huge fan base it has, the graphics are very simple, but the characters, they all have some kind of dark background, and there are a lot of theories, and the story makes it so interesting. And the Sans, the mystery behind why Sans is what it is. um, yeah, it makes you keep playing, so you know more about the story, and I think that's success. I would recommend to everyone of you that you haven't played Life is Strange, go and check it out. It's very nice. It has comedy, it has drama, it has supernatural. It has everything. At least the first one. I also have played the second part of Life is Strange. I also like it, but I think the first one I like it more. And I think that at some point, some of the first episodes of the first Life is Strange were for free. So at least try the first episode, and you see that you will like it. And if you don't like it, well, you didn't lose. You don't lose anything, as I think the first episode is for free, or at least at some point I think it was for free. Not sure. I think that, well, I have tried the latest ones, like Valorant and TFT that came out. I love TFT. I spent my quarantine playing TFT and grinding there. I also tried out Doki Doki Literature Club. I can say it. I played it until some point. Um, I know what is happening because of gameplays videos. I hadn't played it myself, so I tried to give it a try. But at some point, I got scared, because I'm not that much of a horror fan, or it's not horror, but it's more psychological um game. Life is Strange, and that makes it difficult for me to play it, but at least I tried. I wanted to try it. Right now I'm playing LOL and TFT, I guess, which is I'm doing it when I have time in between my assignments, because I'm working more on my assignments at this period of time. My exams are very close, so I don't have that much free time, and I prefer when I have free time to be outside or watching anime. I think that I'm more of an anime lover than gamer, but I still want to find the time and play games, although games require more time than just finish a 12 episode anime. That's why I prefer anime. They are smaller, I can stop them whenever I want and get back to them when I feel like. Um, but there are for sure a lot of games I want to play. Probably starting next month that my exams will be over. We will see. I'm a PC gamer. I was always a PC gamer. When I was younger, I had a Wii. I had plays like Sims, Rayman. I loved Rayman. It was my favorite game, I think, when I was younger. I also had Disney games like Bolt and Ratatouille and games like that. The classic ones, Pokemon, Wario, Mario. Um, what else? I think I also had Zelda for Wii, but I don't remember playing it. Such huge mistake of mine. um, what else? And also my brother had the PlayStation 3 at some point, and I was playing Ratchet and Clank, and I was also playing Guitar Hero, but that's it. That was the only games that I played on a console. I'm more of a PC gamer. I spent most of my day on PC, so I wouldn't change it for a console. And most of the games that I have played are again on PC. So I support PC race. Sorry, console players. I prefer mostly the multiplayer games because I love not playing alone. I love being able to play with friends and speak. I I love talking. I and I prefer it than solo games. But solo games most of the time have more. Uh, they have deeper stories and more character development in their games. So I guess both are needed. Multiplayer games for the days that you want some company, and solo games for the days you want to enjoy nice story and character development, I guess. But the games that I play the most are the multiplayer ones. Live streaming. It's been so long since the last time that I live streamed. I don't know yet because although that now I have a new computer, um, I can't stream from my home because the environment isn't right. My parents and my brother are around all the time, so I'm never alone to be able to stream on my own. And also I don't know when I will find the time again to go and stream from a net station. I want to go at some point, but now that I have the exams, well, that's out of question. um, but I want to get back to it. But when I do, it will surely be different. I won't do the same things as before. The mood will be different. I want to change a lot of things, and I want to be more interactive with the viewers because that's what I always wanted. A lot of times I was starting streaming, and although I had the category League of Legends because I was playing some games in League of Legends, I was ending up just chatting because that's what I love to do. I love just chatting um, and be interactive. So I would prefer probably games that uh, allow me to be more interactive. During the quarantine, I was, of course, at home. I wasn't going outside, only if it was very, very, very necessary. Else, I wasn't doing that. I was watching a lot of anime, and I was playing a lot of League, and I tried TFT, which is so nice. I should have played TFT before quarantine. I love it. It's a very smart game, and now that the season has changed, I haven't played it yet, but I want to try the new champions. TFT is very exciting, at least for me. I like it very much. And probably when I will start live streaming, I will try to live stream TFT. I hope that you will like it too. I am better in TFT than I am in normal games. So maybe that will also be better for the viewers if they are interested in TFT. They will see me doing better plays than in League. The places here in Greece are have already opened up. Of course, there are some differences though from before. Everyone has to wear masks, everyone has to keep distance. Um, Things are more strict, but I think that we will get through it. It's not something difficult to do, like keeping distance, keep your hands clean, have a mask on. Um, we have to make sure that we will stay safe, and I'm still trying to stay inside as much as I can, or visit friends to their houses. Um, so at least we won't have the danger of going outside and touching a lot of stuff or table, or the bus and the metro, the subway and stuff. Yeah, I try to play it safe as much as I can. Although that the places have open, I don't go for shopping. I don't sit to cafeterias. I prefer to go somewhere outside, like I prefer to sit outside uh, on a bed, on a bench, than going to a cafeteria. But I will start going soon, I guess. I just try to be safe and protect others around me. I always carry with me hand sanitizer. I hope it's called like this. So yeah, be safe, be clean, and be careful, and stay inside as much as you can too. I'm looking forward to my next cosplay. I can't wait to get back to photoshoots and crafting. Uh, it will for sure be thrilling. It's been such a long time. I can't wait to get back to it. I'm already preparing my next photoshoots for the next month. So, waiting for that. Uh, in July, my comeback will begin. I love cookies. Like when I love also the chocolate flavor, but chocolate I think I prefer it more not as ice cream, but as you know, the chocolate that we all know, the good old chocolate. Um, so I will say cookies. I love the cookie ice cream flavor. My favorite by far. And what about you, Tracy? What is your favorite ice cream flavor? Come on. What do you think of? Do you like Black Forest? I also love Black Forest.
I have never tasted Black Forest ice cream, but I know it's a staple in your country. So, when I try it for the first time, I will think of you. Um, if I had to pick a single flavor of ice cream, it would be coffee flavored. Although I almost never drink coffee, so a little strange that it's my favorite ice cream flavor. But what are you gonna do? But if we're talking ice cream in general, I would definitely want to go with gelato over ice cream. It just has this like creamier, richer. Goodness. Thank you for allowing us to interview you, Angie. Now, how can other people find you on the
Thank
interwebs?
you very much, Tracy. It was so great being here today. I was so happy to talk with you and VainSoftGames. It was such a long time that I talked about cosplay and my plans, and thank you very much for the opportunity. You can find me on social media as AngieV Cosplay, both on Facebook and Instagram, and on Twitch as AngieV. And that's it. I don't have many social medias. I guess that's 3 for now. Thank you very much again. I had such a fun time. And keep doing great job, guys, and stay safe. Thank you very much. Love y'all. Hope to see you again at some point. Thank you very much. Bye bye, Tracy. Bye bye, VainSoftGames. Bye bye, amazing people. See ya.